it's all come down to this. Another review. I've been saving this review for quite some time lately. And honestly, I think it's the perfect time now. Because I've seen countless negative reviews on Security Breach, and quite frankly, I've had enough. I have never seen this game get one good review where everything is great. Well, this is why I'm about to set things right. I'm going to do the first ever positive. Oh, um, somebody else done it before me. Son of a bitch. I will make the second positive review on Security Breach. Thank you, Pastor, for making a good Security Breach. I thank you. But now we're about to get into why Security Breach is the underrated FNAF game of all time. Right, so let's get to the intro. First of all, I just want to talk about the intro. As this was never really brought up, I really don't care because I love this intro, man. This just shows you how good the game is going to be and how popular it is. It looks so futuristic. Sorry. It is so futuristic. I actually love this. All the characters are getting ready, and I love it. So, like, these animatronics are really good at design. I'll get to their designs later, but I really love this intro compared to how it's futuristic. These people worked on fucking Toy Story, bitches. Fucking Toy Story. And I'm so glad that they came up to the FNAF. I mean, do you ever want a Toy Story to be FNAF related? But still, I digress. This brings out my favorite. If anything was good about Security Breach, this intro has already hit me in the good spot, because it just shows how the animatronics perform and everything. So yeah, already off the bat I'm enjoying this game, and fuck. Sorry about that, that just happened, but yeah, the intro is really good. But how about the rest? I love it all. Well, the intro starts as you meet Freddy and Gregory. I love Gregory entirely because he's so mysterious at first. He's completely one-sided. You don't know what happened to him, and that's what I like about it. I will tell you why I like the story in this game and why I think it makes total sense for this. Yeah. Basically, I'm gonna be positive as hell in this. So, get ready for negative comments saying security sucks, cause that's gonna happen. But still, I digressed. Allow me to continue on and why I think the story is really good. Okay, so the story, although not the best in the FNAF games, but there is a reason why I think it is. This is going on the console, and many people don't even know FNAF, so when they see this, this will probably be their first time in FNAF. So if they added all the previous FNAF lore here, would you understand any of it? So it's kind of a story that brings new, and yet it also brings the old. Not a lot, but brings in a lot of new. And in my thorough opinion, the story is good for people who are coming into FNAF. Because if they added like a bunch of lore in it, would any new FNAF player would focus on any of that? And still, I still like it. I know that I still like it, it's always a thing I'm gonna use, but sure. But hey, it's a thing I like. I also do like the story, and I said that again, sorry, I'm repeating myself at this point. And even though Security Breach ain't scary, there are times when my heart pounds in this game. Because I played the PS5 version, I had a more funner and better experience. That's coming out soon. And yet, my heart pounds at some of the moments that the game gives me. Allow me to talk about those scary moments right now, please. This game really has its moments, and it really shows. Moondrops, first off is Moondrops area. Holy shit, it is terrifying. Even though not being in this game for quite long, you can definitely see the passion and effort it was behind, kind of. when it first came out. It got a little buggy, but now that Moondrop is able to freely move, you have to make sure you're always focused. And try and be without any distractions. It really is that hard if you don't do distractions. But still, I love this one because it's so creepy. I can even say the same for parts and services. You have these terrifying endos who just stand still. Oh, and by the way, to those people who say they stole Joy of Creation, may I remind you, anybody can do the same, even though it's been done before, they can bring a new element into it. And plus, the endos were basically cheating in that game, considering the moment you lose, they just run at you straight away. Meanwhile, the Glamrock endos actually play nicer and fairer in the game. But still, this game is just nice to me. The endos are so terrifying. I'm convinced that I'm not able to beat these things. They're just a pain. DJ Music Man has to be hands down my favoritist of all of them. You have to outcome this giant monster of a character. And another fun thing I realized is that his music actually gets more intense every time every time you turn on a generator. That alone is just already better. The sewers with Chica is more terrifying, considering you don't know where she is, especially if you don't have a save. Yeah, I'll get to that bit later, because that really made me terrified of my life. And not only that, I think the Pizzaplex is hands down one of the best things we got out of FNAF. In my opinion, this game is just more than just a stupid cash grab or a buggy mess or an overrated game. I think it's a masterpiece, underrated as hell. And now I'm going to talk about all the areas and all the characters. So, get ready for some opinions. Some you like, some you hate. The Pizzaplex has by far my favorite in the FNAF franchise. Because not only does it bring a bunch of joy and life into the place, that is one of the main reasons why I like it. And I don't think it's meant to be scary on purpose. The lobby is the first place you get, and you're already greeted with a free roaming place. This is just what you want out of a game like this. It's so full of life, creativity, and the place just goes up to the roof. The atrium is one of my favorite main lobbies, and basically where your starting point is now. You have a whole place to explore. Well, not yet, when you find a way to stun the animatronics, that's when you do. That's what I like about this place. It's just so imaginative and colorative and amazing. The holograms, they didn't need that, but they had to, because it would just show the futuristics that this game has. The daycare is fun, and so is the theatre, where we get not only Comedy Bot, who has a new design. They didn't need to do that, they couldn't have done that, they could have left him, but nah, they added him back. And the daycare is one of the best and creepy parts, to look after children. Rockstar Row is amazing. Not only is it like a meet and greet, but it also like gives you a past look on all the other characters and show you how grown they've evolved through the years. I do like every character here, and I will get more on them later. Right now, let's continue. Parts and services, the first bit, well, the maintenance, is where you actually have to upgrade Freddy. This is your room that is most important to the game, where you have to upgrade Freddy to get Chica, Monty, and Roxy's beak. Monty's beak? Did I really just say Monty's beak? Let's just continue, shall we? Monty's Gator Golf is my favourite, because it's just so mind-blowing how they could get things off in just a click of the flash. The Gator Golf is my favourite, from holograms to the everything. It's a shame that the hologram on the trailer wasn't in there, but it was in the little mini golf game. Oh, that's so nice! Mazer-Size, and I will admit Mazer-Size is actually not as hard as people think it is. Yep, I actually said it. Mazer-Size is not as hard as people think it is. Probably because I might be better than everybody, but I'm not gonna go and say that. I'm just saying, this is really good. Mason Size is actually not that bad, guys. I'm sorry. Roxy Raceway is the perfect example of mystery. It had a sinkhole, so this place was abandoned. So you kind of get a bit of creepiness when this places get abandoned. And it only does that because it's just so damn amazing at how much they can get away with it. Glamrock Beauty Salon is amazing. And it's more destroyed. It makes you wonder who was in here and who destroyed all this stuff. And then there's Princess Quest. I will get more on that later. Fazablast is one of my favorite places. I know I say that a lot, but this entire place is my favorite. The way you have to get the Phaser Blaster is creative. You have to actually beat a game of laser tag. And that is so good. If you ever plan to make a PvP game, I would definitely recommend a Phaser Blaster spin-off. The Phascade is amazing, because you got all these crew of DJ and all that. The DJ Music Man bit is my favorite, because not only that, you see this fucker roaming around anytime, anywhere, and then you just have to deal with whoever you killed. Monty or Chica. Speaking of Chica, I really want to talk about the sewer bit for a bit, because really, this one is really good. The reason why is because it's creepy. The sewer place takes out everything imaginable and creative and light and happiness into a dark, creepy, endless weirdness. And it really is just terrifying. It's scary almost. But then we get to the interesting bit, Barney's Bowling, which is my favorite considering the mystery behind Barney, which is a reason why I like Monty, but we'll get to them later. And that's all the areas. Well, speaking of, now that you know all the areas, how much I love them, the Freddy Fazbear place in the underground is also really good, because I like how people tried to go down there, but then they got meated by the monsters. Speaking of which, it's time to get into why every single character is amazing and perfect in every way. Honestly, if you ask me, Glamrock Freddy is honestly great at his day. I honestly like his design, and I know a lot of people get criticisms over these designs not being scary, but if you think about it, it actually works with the game. It's meant to catch on children and friendly. It's not meant to creep the children out and not come here, which is why Glamrock Freddy's design is not creepy. I love the futuristic design he has, and he really is passionate and caring for Gregory. He wants to help, but he doesn't know why. And some of the endings are really sad. I will get into spoilers, so... I've already got into spoilers. Glamrock Chica is interesting, because I did watch Dev Sprig's video where it shows that Chica might be corrupted a little more than we think. And I really do like her zombie-like movement, because all the other animatronics move normally. Roxanne Wolf is very nice, and she's self-loathing, and I really do like her cockiness, because I hate cocky people, but I do like her. And this is and I like her. People like her, they love her, they want to have sex. Okay, maybe I shouldn't go that far to say that. But still, Roxanne's pretty cool, and Kino. Monty is my favorite because he's also mysterious as well, because he's more popular due to the point where people think he's killed Barney. And that could be believable. As much as I'll get to the other thing that I think is believable. Sundrop and Moondrop, well, Sundrop for now, is just a loving guy. I love this guy and how over-generated he is. It's like someone gave this kid too many sugars. And I love how he's just so happy all the time. And even though if you get mad, you still see the smile. It's one of those guys. Moondrop is just a creep. And that's what I like about him. His daycare Essex overflow it. And if you think that's bad, try playing it in dark mode, that's even worse. Gregory's our character, and not gonna lie, he's alright in my opinion. I mean, he is played by Bart Simpson, at least I think he is, but still, I really do like this character. Even though he's a little bit annoying, I can respect him. Vanessa is interesting because she is just not in around the game that much. That is if you count Vanny, and I'll get both to that. Vanny, even though she didn't have a lot of screen time, I can understand why. They wanted to take a FNAF 1 approach, make her mysterious and not reveal everything straight away. And another thing, another thing that's also interesting is that there's a mystery. Is she Vanessa? Or is Vanessa, is Vanny Vanessa? Or are they both twin sisters? Believe it or not, the game does an excellent job at making you think that it's both. They make you think of which one, and it doesn't matter which one you pick, it might be white. Mini Music Man's just there for the vents, nothing special, but I really do like him. He's just so silly and funny, and he looks destroyed, and I really like that. The Glamrock Endos are the creepiest because they can come out of nowhere, and they enter the daycare and Barney's bowling, which is kind of interesting, like someone was waiting for us. And the Endos are just terrifying, man. DJ is one of my favorites, because they could have brought back any character, and they brought back Music Man out of all people. But still, DJ Music Man is just so amazing and all of its characteristics. Shattered Roxy is just so goddamn amazing. The way that she goes as blind is amazingly creative, and hearing her cry is really saddening. Shattered Chica, as a broken beak, can't speak but shrieks in terror, and she walks more of a zombie now. Her arm is basically gone, her beak is basically gone. Pretty much what I'm saying is she's gone. Monty Broken Legs, even though, it gives us a gruesome kill, due to how he rolls over like an actual alligator. And he's very short so you can't see him. Burn Trap is one of my favorite Afton designs. I don't care what anyone says. This guy came back, and he came back in a good way. Mysterious is what I like, and this guy brought in the mysteriousness. The Blob is one of my favorites. An amalgamation of all the FNAF characters. What person wouldn't want that? The FNAF community, apparently. So that's all the characters. Is the game perfect? Well, no. I still think there are some bugs. Buggy game, but still, it was really good at the time. Unfortunately, I am now going to have to say what I think about other things. For example, I will talk about why Steelwool Studios has become the FNAF community's punching bag. It's amazing how much Steelwool gets shit on. Ever since Security Breach came out, and when people didn't like it, they fucking made sure their opinions were clear. By shitting on Steelwool to the point of no return. Every time Steelwool would post something, shit would be thrown out the window, and anger would come out of the people's mouths. It's like, why? I get it. Steelwool messed up. And I understand why people think this is the worst FNAF game, and I can totally see that. But still, I wouldn't go to say it's one of the worst FNAF games. I mean, the music playing behind me is one of the worst FNAF games of all time, but I'll get to that in another day. But right now, Security Breach is just my favorite, and I really like it. But another thing I have is that people shit on Steelwool, and they don't like it because the game has characters who have personalities. Didn't Sister Location and Ultimate Custom Night have their personalities, and they liked the game? So why are now people saying it sucks? I don't get it. If you hate this game, it's alright. I can understand your opinion. But another thing is that you don't need to keep hitting Steelwool over the head. It's like a guy shaking your head over and over again and saying, "Do you hate this? Do you get why I hate this game? It sucks, it's stupid, it's boring." And I can understand. But people will like what they like. But keep yelling at the developers ain't gonna fix the game. And now I'm gonna get to my other thing that worries me a bit. A lot of people really want to shit on this game, and it's alright, but you don't need to continue shitting on it. Like, every time when I see a FNAF thing, I either hear security breach sucks, or security breach ruined the game. I never hear security breach is great, security breach is good. I never hear those words come out of any YouTuber's mouth, even fnaf. fnaf, a FNAF Plus developer, is leaving the FNAF community because of security breach. And a lot of people justify his opinion because it says it sucks. You should make your own opinion about things. And if you want to like it, it's fine. If you hate it, it's fine. But can we just agree on one thing about this game? Even though people say it might be the worst FNAF game, let me tell you, this game is fucking 1,000 times better than Garden of fucking Bonbon. Like, there's not even a competition here. Like, no, fuck off, Bonbon. I don't want you on my screen. But, yeah, Garden of Bonbon sucks. Security Breach sucks. And I understand why people hate it. But now I'm about to get to one of my bigger problems I have with the FNAF community right now. The problem with the FNAF community right now is that they can't accept. And I don't mean they can't accept how bad the game is, but they can't accept people's opinions. If you like the game, you're horrible. If you hate the game, you're also horrible. But be honest, we needed this game. FNAF was dying and we had nothing to do to save it. The Vanverse wasn't releasing any games back then, and the community was in a shock. But when Security Breach came out, it brought back a bunch of people, brought back old fans, and brought in new fans. Security Breach revived the series. And people liked it. But then some people don't. And then they go into this war of hatred, saying that Security Breach sucks. And I see on Twitter or like any Instagram or any post that people make that, why do people like Security Breach? I don't understand why they like it. It sucks so much. Whoever likes it is just not smart. And the problem with these is that they make me feel like I shouldn't like this game. They're forcing me to go into a path I don't want to go. I want to love Security Breach, but people make me feel like I don't deserve it. Wrong. No matter how... Now let me tell you something. No matter how many times people say, your opinion does not count. No matter how many times your voice says you do not like this game, you should not like this game. It's wrong. You deserve to make your own opinion on this game. You deserve to like this game. If you hate this game, it's good. But if you like it, it's good. But just don't go and attack people for liking a game that you don't like. It just doesn't seem right. Thank you. I really want to say thank you to everyone who's been sticking in my channel. I will do a revisit on Security Breach on the PS5, and honestly, I couldn't have done this without all yous. You guys are my superstars.